Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Such a Yo, a.k.a. Coach Bird, and I'm the host of the BYRDCAGE Show. I know. Y'all probably out there like, where the hell is Cousin Tracy at? Don't worry, everything's good. Contract is still signed. She will be back next episode, you know what I'm saying? So please, all my Cousin Tracy fans, she hasn't gone anywhere, you know what I'm saying? But today, our special guest, you know what I'm saying, my man, I call him Briggs. He also goes by D Briggs, Demetrius Briggs, you know what I'm saying? I had the pleasure of have him on my staff for a couple years. He's the first on my coaching tree, as I would like to say, because he's now the head coach of the girls at Medford Tech. So he's the first on my coaching tree there. That's right. This is my end goal, to try to spit out head coaches. You know what I'm saying? He's the first. You know what I'm saying? Also, the founder, trainer, We Build Basketball. I got the We Build. Merchandise. I'm gonna let him. He's gonna give his contacts later on when we wrap it up, so you can go get this hot stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So and today, before I even get into what our topic is gonna be, Briggs, say what's up to the people.
What's up, everybody? Coach D Briggs here. Bird already put it together, but it's a nice setup you got here, man. I appreciate you inviting me on. I always speak highly of this guy, man, because he gave me an opportunity when nobody else would. So for him to allow me to come on to the West Hampton staff, man, and allowed me to grow, and I got a head coaching job in two years. 2 years. I appreciate this guy. I always tell everybody else. I wanted to tell him, give him his flowers.
That's what's up. See, y'all, Cousin Tracy, last episode, and please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can see all the eps. But last episode, Cousin Tracy had me emotional. Now he's trying to make me emotional, but I'm gonna fight through it. But hey, let's get at it. Not only are you a coach, you know what I'm saying, you do your thing with We Build Basketball, yeah. You know what I'm saying, and today, this episode, I just want to talk about trainers, you know what I'm saying, and the importance, is it overrated, is it necessary, is it a good thing for our student athletes, Gotcha. You know what I'm saying, especially dealing with the youth and high school athletes, because I know people that have their kids getting this training at early ages of like 7, 8, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to kind of, since this is what you do, you know what I'm saying, as well as, being a head coach and all, and you do it well, I might say. And this is not my biased opinion. I'm talking facts right here. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to kind of just dive into that. So let's just get started. From your opinion, and then I'll give my opinion, do you think this is a good thing? Like, especially with the explosion of it. Like, it seems like everybody want to consider themselves to be trainers all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? But just, you're being a trainer, successful trainer at that. Like, is it a good thing? Is it something that we need with our youth?
So we'll get into it. So it's a compound issue that you just said. So I'll just address the training piece. Okay. Period. For me, it's crucial. Okay. I don't think in today's game you can actually get to the next level without some type of skills training. It's almost impossible, because what the kids are doing nowadays, like I just went to the Pango Showcase out in Cali or Vegas. And like what they're doing, skill wise, I think they're the most skilled as ever out of any era. Gotcha. Although sometimes the IQ doesn't match up. Gotcha. So I don't think you can really get away with trying to cheat the system and not train. Gotcha. Like even if you look at take your own roster, for example. Look at the kids that were top notch, and look at the kids that were talented, had super talent, but for some reason that thing just didn't click.
Right, that's a good point.
And probably the skills training was the difference. Right. But that being said, I definitely hear what you're saying too, because like you said, it's a lot of guys out here, a lot of guys, girls out here that claim to be trainers. Right. And all training is not good training. Yeah, all training is not good training.
Definitely getting to that.
Yeah, for sure. All training is not good training.
True. And I mean, I agree because everything evolves. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like back when I was playing, I'm gonna date myself, you know what I'm saying? Back in the late 80s, right, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if you were like on that top notch level, you might have somebody to train you specifically like that, but just for, you know, guys like me, you know what I'm saying? We went to football practice. My dad might have had me in the yard doing some extra things. Right, and we all played different sports too. Like, it's not just year round. I went from football to basketball to baseball, you know what I'm saying? So I really didn't have time to have sports specific trainer for each thing because, you know, like you said, we all play. And that's another topic. So I'm glad you brought that up. And I just want to let my viewers know, my parents, my student athletes that's watching this. If you look at the number of professional athletes, most of those guys played multiple sports in high school. You know what I'm saying?
You work in a different series of muscles. So it really brings it all together. You know what I mean? So
it makes it complete.
Absolutely.
It makes it complete. You know what I'm saying? But we'll say that for another episode. But back to, you know what I'm saying? And I think just like the way it is now, I think it is necessary. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's definitely necessary. And we're going to get into this too. You just got to make sure you get with the right one. Absolutely. That's the thing, because there's so many out there now that it's easy to fall for somebody's game, and then now you're just in a, like, you're paying this money as a parent or whatever, and your son or daughter is not getting better.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And we'll talk about that, but I definitely agree. I think, you know what I'm saying, trainers and you know, on this platform, we talk about all sports, you know what I'm saying? My man Briggs and I, you know what I'm saying, you know, we coach basketball, so we'll probably be basketball heavy in this topic, but the things that we're going to talk about relates to your football trainers, your baseball trainers. Right. I mean, I'll tell you right now, my daughter plays tennis. You know, shouts out to my daughter, my youngest angel, Amira. She graduates from Washington Township next week.
Oh, wow.
She already. You know what I'm saying? Already. Time flies, man. You know what I'm saying? And she plays tennis. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I've messed around with tennis before. Yeah. I watch tennis on TV. I know the rules, but I can't get out here and do some tennis drills with her. Right. So, and she loves it, and she's pretty good at it, and I had to get her a trainer. You know what I'm saying? Right. But, you know, I asked the questions that needed to be asked, and we did our homework and our research to make sure she was getting with a trainer that's actually going to help her be better with that skill set. You know what I'm saying?
It's actually an investment. And you got to look at it like that, like an investment. Like I see kids around, and, you know, for whatever reason, they feel like they don't want to pay for training.
Right.
It's too expensive. But they walking around with $250 sneakers on, but you can't shoot a 15-foot jump shot.
Right. Exactly.
Or you can't put the ball between your legs, but you at the games with these expensive sneakers on. Like, which one? What are we doing here?
What are we doing? That's a good point. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's get into this. Some of the qualities, and I'll start this one off. You know what I'm saying? Some of the qualities to me of a good trainer, you know what I'm saying, is number one, I really believe that, like, it has to be a communication between the coaches.
Absolutely.
The parents, you know what I'm saying? Even to the kids, like it just needs to be, everything needs to be on the table. Like what am I training you for? Right. What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like are we trying to improve your overall skill set? Are we trying to improve something specific in that skill set? You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, because sometimes these kids get with a trainer and then they come back to the head coach, the high school that they're playing for, and it goes totally against what the head coach was trying to accomplish. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So I think a good trainer, you just need to have that communication. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do understand you have, as yourself, you have a lot of clients. Right. at times that could be difficult to like try to reach out to everybody, but I still at least think it should be an attempt. Like even if it's just like, all right, listen, you know, and I'll let you talk about it. You know, having the potential clients, fill out a form or something like with contact info. This is my coach. Da 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 da. This is what I'm trying to work on, and you know, I mean, you had to reach out to the coach to see if he's like, this is what he said. This is what we're going to do. You know what I mean? Like some form of communication and things like that. I think that's one. I definitely think, and you got this, you knocked this out the park. Definitely, and just like head coaches and you know what I mean? Caring about them not only as your client, working out with you, being trained by you, but also making sure they're good outside of that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I think that's you know, another quality. And one of the things, Briggs, and I don't know if I told you this before, but one of the things that I like, and he's going to give you all the contact information and all that, so you can follow him and check him out. But one of the great things that he does, and especially utilizing, because we got a great, hey, we on social media right now. This is a social media era.
Absolutely.
I love the fact that you'll show what you're working on with one of your clients, you know what I'm saying, one of your athletes. You'll show the drills that you're doing, and then you'll show them doing it in game situations, because you're showing how what I'm drilling and teaching them in the lab, he calls it the lab, you know what I'm saying? What you're training them and you know, trying to improve or whatever in that training situation, then you show when they do it in a game situation, and it translates like it's like, this is what we're working on. This is why we're working on it, because look what happens on the stage. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I like that. And you know what I'm saying? So what's I mean, I don't know if I said it all, but what's some of the qualities you think like?
So you got to be approachable. I know for We Build, you know, we allow the parents to come in and watch the training session if they want to.
That's another,
you know what
another
I mean?
great.
We want to be open
and
honest with everything that we're doing. We don't have nothing to hide. You know what I mean? We stand by everything that we do. I think you hit on it. Just develop a personal relationship with the kid, with the athlete, and with the parent. Ultimately, you know, we all have a goal. And of course with the coaches as well. But and I'll say this. Just being on both sides, being a head coach and being a trainer.
That's why it's great having you on, because you can see it from both sides.
It's like an age-old rivalry between coaches and trainers, and it shouldn't be. You know what I mean?
And I think, you know what, Briggs, not to cut you off, but I think that's that old school thinking. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm the coach. How he gonna tell him more than what you know what I'm saying? And I think as sports are evolving and the whole training and the coaching, it's time for us to get on the same page and work together. Like matter of fact, he's doing me a favor by giving this student athlete some extra, like what I'm teaching him to do in 2.5 hours I got him. He's getting another couple hours a day or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Yeah. So
and like you said, the piggyback on that, like I know you and I have spoken in regards to certain players that you might have on your roster that I train. It's like, you know, Bird, what they need. And of course I'm familiar with y'all system.
Right. So you already kind of know, but still though, that's very true.
So, you know, I'm and that's something that I ask every athlete. If I'm not able to talk to the coach during my assessment process, I'm asking, what are y'all running? You know what I mean? What types of things are you doing? Not that you're going to play for the same exact coach throughout the whole career, but if you want to be successful now, how can I help you now? And then we're going to add on tools that, you know, you could be successful with any coach that you play for. So that's one of the big things. And lastly, just understand that every kid is different. It's not a cookie cutter situation. You got to teach kids to their own, you know, individual level. Yes, there's going to be certain things that everybody needs, but you got to expand on that package and understand that every kid ain't going to be bing, 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 bing. Some kids might need post work, and you got to have the ability to do both, or understand what your strengths are. Like if you can't handle doing post work, don't market that. You know what I mean? If you can't handle ball handling, don't market that. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's a good point. And it's kind of, I'm glad that you said that, because that actually led into a point I was going to talk about. and I'm gonna let you talk about that more. But the fact that I also love, just like I said, how you show the training aspect, and then you'll show the clip of them actually using that in the game. But also, I like the fact that when you promote We Build, you promote different like packages and different, like you'll have the overall skill set. Right. And then you'll have, all right, well, we got this special for point guard training. Right. Correct. Okay, we have this over here for big man training. Like you also break it down, so it's like a one-stop shop. Yeah. Like you can come to get just overall basketball skill, or you can come to get point guard skill, big man skill, ball handling skill. You know what I'm saying? And also, I'll be seeing your guys in there with the Vertimax and all that type stuff. So it's like you encompass it all, and I think that's also a very good quality of a good trainer, like just to hit everything. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you hit everything, but if you do have some student athletes or a parent that says, I really need him to work on his ball handling, all right, no problem. Right. We gonna hit just ball handling. Right. You know what I'm saying? But that's one of the things I like rebuild. And hey, cousin Tracy, her granddaughter has come to you. You know what I'm saying? On many occasions and whatnot. I remember when she was asking, and I was like, you was coaching with me at the time, and I was like, I got one for you. I got one for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's a great thing. We touched on it a little bit, but is it super important, really important, a little bit important? Let me know from the trainer aspect. The relationship between trainer and head coach, like, is it? I mean, because, and I'm just going to give you mine, because if I was a trainer, you know what I'm saying, and this is what I do. Like, I don't know, some coaches I'm not reaching out to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if a coach, of course, if any coach reached out to me, I would definitely have that conversation with them. But some coaches, I'm probably not. I mean, I'm just human, so I just gotta, like, I'm not just going to, because I have such and such player, I'm not going to be the one to make that call at times. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a relationship, so we talk. So is that, like, when we talked about, you just can't be cookie cutter, like everybody's going to do this, no matter what you do, everybody's going to do this. So is that, like, how's that? How do you feel about having those relationships with coaches?
I'll say the trainer-coach relationship isn't as important. Okay. However, it can be the most beneficial to the kid if it occurs.
Right, got you.
Because as a trainer, I mean, honestly, I'm not training the kid for a particular coach. I'm training for the kids' particular goals, whatever that may be. Whether it's play high school varsity, whether that's play collegiate basketball, try to get to the league. Right. So I'm ultimately trying to achieve the kids' goal. Right. But part of that is trying to be successful at whatever coaches. Right.
So that's kind of like, if you do have that relationship or that communication, that's kind of like just like the gravy.
Yeah. If I don't have it, icing on the cake, not missing a beat. Right. I'm not missing a beat. Got
you. Now let me ask you this, because we always try to bring in this is why this is. Not only is he a head coach, not only does he have his own training facility and one of the best trainers out there, he also has kids that's playing in the game, you know what I'm saying, that he trains. And please, we build, don't worry, the Instagram and all that will be posted so you can check it out for yourself. You know what I'm saying? His daughter is one of the coldest assassins in the South Jersey area. You know what I'm saying? 2 sectionals under her belt. You know what I'm saying? Some big shots. So it's not just like she's just there on the team. She got some. She's great. You know what I'm saying? So talk about, like, the questions parents should ask when they're trying to come up with like, I know your kids ain't had no choice. Right, you know what I'm saying? Their dad is the trainer, so you getting trained. You know what I'm saying? But from just a parent perspective, like, what's some of the questions, like, if they're looking to like, should they reach out to the coach? Should they reach out to maybe other parents that might have their kids already being trained? Somebody?
Yeah, I think you definitely got to reach out to people that have actually been involved with the particular trainer.
Okay.
Try to get a feel for what their style is.
Okay.
Because every style isn't going to match up with each kid. You know what I mean?
True.
And two, ask them their philosophy.
Okay.
I think it's important that you ask those questions about, you know, are you willing to have a relationship with my kid's coach, or, you know, things of that nature.
Gotcha.
Because I think that'll tell a lot about, you know, who the trainer is.
Gotcha.
Thirdly, a good question to ask, but it's not something that rules trainers out. But you know, ask them, you know, what their experience is and who they've trained.
That's a good point.
You can kind of see, you know, some of the success and some of the failures.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? Because everybody want to claim the kid.
Right.
When they doing good, but they don't like claim the kid.
They don't claim when they still on the bench or whatever.
So, you know what I mean? You gotta, you know, be honest with it.
That's a good point.
And fourthly, I think that you got to, the parent has to really establish a rapport. And it doesn't have to necessarily be a relationship, but at least a rapport, because the parent is going to see things that the trainer doesn't necessarily see. Like, I try to get out to my kids' games, but as a parent, you there every single time.
Yeah,
so you kind of know exactly what it is that your kid is doing and not doing. So you kind of like the trainer's eyes and ears, you know, outside of the gym. So now when I get that information from you, now I can kind of imagine and put a game plan together. Like, all right, you know, we worked on this, or okay, we need to touch on that and things of that nature. So.
Another thing that I like what you do, Briggs, is like you'll have like chalk talk. You know what I'm saying? Like not only are y'all in the lab putting that work in, not only are y'all doing strength and conditioning type stuff, but y'all are also sitting down and you're on the whiteboard. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're getting into the IQ of the game.
And one of the reasons for that is because now when I give you back to your coach, the mental part has to be there too. That's part of the game, because you're going to be in the timeout. It's going to be a crucial situation, and you're going to be drawing up a play. And if ball talking down
not
there,
paying attention,
drinking the water, not focused, that's going to cost you.
You know
what I mean? So that's one of the important things that you know I always try to focus in on.
Costs, as we know,
absolutely.
You've been there. You've drawn plays up, and they run out there and do the opposite. Like, what happened between this timeout and on the court in 30 seconds? Like, what happened? So yeah. That's definitely something that I appreciate about what we do at We Build. You know what I'm saying? One more thing before we wrap this up. How young is too young? You know what I'm saying? Because I see, like, I see some, and of course not you, but I see just on social media, you'll see posts and things like that of like 6-7 year olds like being trained by. I mean, is that too young, or is that, you know, age don't matter, to use the quote? Like, does it really matter? Like, so
I'll say that I know for us, we start our group training at 3rd grade. Okay. So that's 8-9. Okay. We start group training at 3rd grade. Okay. If a kid has the mental capacity to, you know, pay attention and handle grasp those concepts prior to that, you know, sometimes we'll make an exception. Gotcha. On the flip side, for me, I know, I don't want to do no babysitting service. For me, I feel you. So that's why we cap it at that. We want to make sure they're able to understand what we're talking about. But in case by case situation, I don't think I don't think there's an age limit or restriction to exposing them to the game. Now, if you want to pay your money, that's something completely different. But exposing them to information, I think you can never be too young, because the more information you expose them to at a young age, the more they're going to understand as they get older. You see them on these iPads now. Like, you got 4 and 5 year olds that can work the iPad better than adults. I agree. So, you know what I mean? It's the same concept. If you give them those basketball skills early on, Now once they get we working on more advanced stuff at third, fourth grade as opposed to we just learning
that from there. Yeah.
I
definitely agree. I feel the same. If and like you said, it's going to kind of be, especially with the younger kids, it'll be based on what they can handle. Right. You know what I'm saying? But if they can handle it, why not?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You
why not?
Money.
Right.
That's really it. You know what I mean? Would I be paying $250, $300 for my 4-year-old to get trained? Probably not.
Probably not.
Me, you know what I mean?
But that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Just make sure it's the right person.
Just make sure it's the right person. Just make sure it's the right person. And I think and this goes back to when we was talking about the qualities and things like that. I just think that, like overall, and for my parents out there that might be listening, and my guardians, whoever it might be, I think overall, you just want to make sure you get the right fit for your kid. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because it's just like anything. It's a lot of trainers out here. Some great, some all right, some bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you do your due diligence as a parent and even as a coach, so you can recommend somebody, because you have, parents come to me like, Coach Bird, I want to get you some extra training. What do you think? We build. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just saying that because you're my boy and we coach together and all that, but I see what you do. And for all my viewers out there, he's going to give his contact information. You can go on his social media pages, because like he said, and that's another important thing too, you're not locking yourself in the dungeon can't nobody come in. He's going to be down here for 2 hours and I'll send him back. Come on in. And see what I'm doing. I'm posting this stuff.
And to touch on that real quick, the reason why trainers do that, and I get it, like you just don't want, you got these guys that go around that want to impersonate being trainers, and they'll steal your material, and then you know what I mean, they'll try to market it. So I get it from that standpoint, but at the end of the day, it's like you just said, like I build relationships with the kids, so you know what I mean. I don't think nobody can duplicate what I can do with the kids. Right. That's the thing. They can't. Anybody can, like you said, steal some material and go set it up and all right, this is what we're going to do. Because we all steal.
But, I
took ideas. You know what I mean? I took ideas. But the part you got to have the education.
behind it.
I'm not just grabbing that and using
doing it for whatever.
Not really knowing what it is. I might see it. I'm like, okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Let me go see what it's about, what all the areas that we're touching on.
Right.
And then, all right, I'm using that.
I can use that. Oh, most definitely. But that's a good thing. Like that rapport that you have with the kid and the education, because now you're able to explain to them, because kids be like, well, why am I doing this? But you're able to break it down and let them know why we're doing this. And then, like I said, it keeps going back. The greatest thing that I love about We Build, you show them in the lab, drilling it, and then you show them in the game using it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you said, it's an investment. Like I'm investing my money to get this drilled, and my reward is seeing my son or daughter using that in the game and successfully using it in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I love you and your daughter, man. Like you'll show her in the lab and then show her hitting them shots and doing those moves that y'all done worked on. You know what I'm saying?
And the dope part about that is not really, it's not the drill per se. It's really the thought process. Like I make them think.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
Think, because
that's a good point too.
Game,
right.
I need you to. We can't do nothing as coaches. They barely hear us out there anyway. So in a game, I need you to be thinking like I'm thinking.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
A very good
so now
point.
when my daughter go out there, I could turn her loose to any coach.
Because
she can go play because she understands the game. And that's really what I want my players, any players that I come in contact with, I want them to be thinkers and understand the game.
That's
you know what I mean?
That's a huge point. That's a huge. So let me say this: it's not just the drills. You know what I'm saying? It's the thought process behind the drills, and I didn't even look at it like that. That's a good point, because when you're doing the drills, I mean, you're doing it with the D-man and the cones and the things like that. So game time, you got human beings reacting to you. And so if you could think like, all right, I have a counter for everything because the drills that we worked on also, had my thought process good. We was thinking behind the drills we were doing.
I want to completely slow this down. I want your body sped up, but I want to completely slow this down.
That's a good point.
You can see everything.
That's definitely a good point. That's what's up. Well, hey, listen, I'm going to say it again. We build basketball. My man D Briggs. If you guys are out there looking for trainer, you know what I'm saying, to help you, your children, work on and improve that skill set, my man right here, you know what I'm saying, D Briggs all day. If anybody out there, and a bunch you already know, because I have to throw everybody your way, you already know who I'm endorsing, you know what I'm saying? So, and, I want to give a shout out to my man with the A1, Allen, you know what I'm saying, my man Zai, you know what I'm saying, he do his thing, you know what I'm saying, they do, you know what I mean, they put the work in, you know what I'm saying, so there's a lot of trainers out there that do their thing. Antoine, you know what I'm saying, he can get you right, you know what I'm saying? So, you just gotta, parents, just make sure you ask questions, talk to your coaches, talk to the trainers. Don't be afraid to ask questions, because a lot of parents feel intimidated, like, I got a question, but you know what I'm saying? But nah, ask those questions. Ask those questions, because like you said, it's an investment. And it's about your child. So you should want the best for your child. So ask the questions, because you want the best trainer for your child. You know what I'm saying? So before we get out of here, D Briggs, let them know where they can find you at, the whole nine, where you located, everything.
We're located 305 Park Avenue East, Hainesport. We're right inside the industrial park on Mars Highway. Also, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook at We Build Basketball. And definitely, I appreciate you having us on, man. Again, I love what you're doing with the show.
I'm trying.
It's a beautiful thing. Because the content that you're providing to these parents, man, is crucial.
True.
And all those different fields.
Right.
The mental health show that you did, everything like that. This is crucial information as a parent. That we all need in order to navigate this process, because really, in order to get your kid to the next level at this point, it's really about marketing.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You got to be able to market your kid in the correct way, and make sure that they're getting all the tools that they need for their well-being as well. So,
student athlete.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, and we'd be remiss not to mention this. You have some other guys that you work with. So shout them out too.
Coach Keyshawn McMahon, he's a D2 assistant coach at Lincoln University. My man Devon Cole's been with us since the beginning. They all do very quality work. And we a team, man. So without those guys, I wouldn't be where I'm at. I feel we all need that team behind us. You know what I'm saying? We all need that team behind us. That's why I appreciate you, Antoine, Coach Burt. You know what I'm saying? Mike when he was there. You know what I'm saying? Davis Grant.
John. You know what I'm saying? Like I just appreciate that, because when you're in this business, and I'm just going to speak for myself. When I became a head coach, I learned over my journey that you need a good team. And I'm talking about staff, coaches, you know what I'm saying? You need that to help you take some things off your plate, because you can't do it all. It's a lot. You know
one thing, not to cut you off, but one thing I want to say about you is, this guy, I was a freshman coach. I had coaching experience outside of high school, but I was the first year freshman coach, and he's allowing me to install a defense into the varsity game. And we ran with that.
Yeah, we ran with
for the season. So, just that type of experience, and having that trust in his staff, man. I can't say enough about this.
I appreciate it. And like I said, I had to learn that. Yeah. It wasn't like that back then when I first started. And I think my first head coaching job, 2007. I had to learn it, but it's been nothing but good times, blessings, and success since I learned that. And I learned that you got to bring guys like you know what I'm saying, when you was in that interview, and just hearing you talk, and the things that you were saying, and I was like, Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We need this. And then not only did you hop on staff, you know what I mean? You have to show improved. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you too, man, for wanting to be a part of what we was doing at West Tech. And like I said, it's my first head coach on the coaching tree, you know what I'm saying? Looking for many more, you know what I'm saying? And you know, we got the contact info. It'll definitely be posted up on the screen when this comes out. And man, I just appreciate you being here.
No doubt, man.
And we forgot to mention this. He's also AAU coach. You know what I'm saying? He's about to run out of here as we speak to go coach. So you know what I'm saying? My guy does it all, man, when it comes to basketball. And I love this bro, and I appreciate him, and I wish him nothing but more success. You know what I'm saying? Not much more. And you're gonna see him again. He'll be back. He'll be back on the Birdcage. So with that note, my man D Briggs, aka Demetrius Briggs, aka We Build Basketball, and I'm your boy, such a Wyo, aka Coach Bird, host of the BYRDCAGE Show. Talk to you next time.
It was a stone groove, my man.